Hello, my name's Nigel. Thank you very much for clicking on today. I've had our Tesla Model 3 with lithium iron phosphate batteries for 11 months now, and would I buy it again? And would I get the long range model next time? I'll tell you in just a minute, so please stay around for just a short time. It sounds dumb, but I didn't realise until 2 weeks after picking up my Tesla Model 3 that it had an LFP battery. The salesman at the collection point didn't tell me, and I don't remember seeing it on any of the other paperwork when purchasing the car. We were planning our first long road trip to Scotland when I first realised that our new Tesla Model 3 had an LFP battery, as do all Teslas made in Beijing, China, delivered to the UK and Europe. Now the USA has LFP battery Teslas made in the US of A. There's a donkey. The good news was we could charge to 100% all the time, and meant less stress on our first road trip to Scotland, and effectively giving the car a bigger range, charging to 100% all the time. As it turned out, there wasn't any stress, but we didn't know that at the time going to Scotland, because the Tesla Superchargers cover the UK and Scotland, and UK has GridServe and many other public chargers. Scotland, as well as having Tesla Superchargers, also has Charge Place Scotland, which is excellent, and it's in most towns, villages and car parks. Some of them are free, contrary to the Scottish stereotype. I have a Charge Place Scotland card and wish England had the same system. I recommend you apply for a free card and download the app and go on a road trip if you live here or plan to visit the UK. I hope you can look at my other videos, and please keep those comments coming and consider subscribing and liking. Living in Cornwall in the southwest of the UK, the opposite end of Scotland makes a long trip even if we are just a small island. If you go on the Tesla phone app, if you go to service at the bottom, then go to owner's manual, then charging and to charging instructions, scroll a long way down to charge settings on item 2, the first note, it says if your vehicle is equipped with an LFP battery, which you can determine by navigating to control, software, additional vehicle information, Tesla recommends you keep your charge limit to 100% even for daily use, and that you also fully charge your vehicle to 100% at least once per week if it has been parked for longer than a week. Tesla also say that the regen braking will be reduced driving at 100% battery charge. The many comments on this channel and more are always welcome say charging at least once a week allows the batteries to balance voltage and recalibrate range and charge readings, and not by charging 100% the range estimate might not be accurate. It doesn't say anything about Tesla Supercharging regarding LFP batteries on the Tesla owner's app manual that I can find, as we only ever use them on long road trips, and in the past I've usually charged them to 100% if no one else is waiting to use them. On the Tesla touchscreen, it advises you when you have enough charge to reach your next destination, and I assume it adds a percentage just in case, so you should never run out of charge. In the past, I have carried on charging beyond the Tesla advice, but in future I won't. A number of your comments say charging at home to 100% is fine with LFP batteries, but beware of charging at Tesla Superchargers to 100% all the time. I have only ever had to wait to charge at a Tesla Supercharger once in the UK, and it was only for a few minutes in Abington in Scotland between Glasgow and Gretna Green on a Sunday afternoon, which is not close to any city, but it was the only time, and that was almost a year ago. Please like if you do, and consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell. That would be fantastic. Tesla sales are going through the roof, so I expect lines and queues will be more common in future. And Tesla's experience in California is where Teslas often have to wait at busy superchargers. Tesla have encouraged drivers not to charge to 100%, as the last 20% charging is much slower than the first 80%. So this practice is helping to make charging available at the busy superchargers. We found on the long road trips we were stopping at motorway services to stretch our legs and refresh before the next Tesla Supercharger designated stop, and we only had the standard range Tesla Model 3. Maybe it's my age, but the days of driving 400 miles without stopping are over for me. So in future I will charge to 100% at home and at least once a week, but also sometimes 80% and 90%. At Superchargers it will mostly be 80%, but on a long road trip like when we go to Portugal later this year, it will be a mixture of 80, 90 and 100%, as I want the range estimate driving a long way in a foreign country to be as accurate as possible. So I'm glad I didn't get the long range Tesla Model 3, costing a lot more as it's heavier, less efficient, and it does cost a lot more money. When the standard range is fine even on a long road trip, it's just perfect for our needs. And yes, I'm glad I bought our Tesla Model 3 standard range with lithium iron phosphate batteries when I did, saving $7,500 as they're much dearer now. Would I buy it again with a much higher price? If I had the money, yes, but not if it meant going into debt, is my honest answer. I'm glad I bought it when I did and could afford it then. I've got a bill today, hate paying bills, but I love this one because it's the car registration and there's nothing to pay on an electric car. Please like if you do and consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. That would be fantastic, but if not, thanks for getting this far. Please leave your comments below and don't forget to take your reusable coffee mug wherever you go. Thanks very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.